Humans have come a long way from where we began. From sticks and stones to rockets, things always keep evolving. Like Pokemons. New things are discovered every day, and as we are speaking. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 recent discoveries. Number 10. Face transplants. Face transplants, facelifts are not so unusual things nowadays, but putting someone's face on another person was once something we only saw in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. A face transplant is a medical procedure to replace all or part of the face of a person using a donor's tissue. Vascularized composite tissue allotransplantation, VCA, includes facial skin transplantation, the nasal structure, the nose, the lips, the facial movement muscles used for expression, the sensory nerves, and potentially the bones that provide sensation. The recipient of a face transplant will take lifelong medications to suppress the immune system and fight off rejection. In 2010, the first face transplant occurred. It was a spectacular 24-hour face transplant. The remnants of his face were removed by a Spanish farmer who had accidentally shot himself, leaving only his eyeballs and tongue. The rest was replaced by a deceased donor's whole face. In medicine, this is a remarkable accomplishment and also a great achievement for mankind. Number 9. Meteorite that killed the dinosaurs changed the oceans too. The meteor-killing dinosaur immediately acidified our seas, which is just insane to think about. The Chicxulub asteroid wiped out large quantities of marine life, researchers say. There appears to have been no gradual buildup of acid levels caused by volcanic activity, as was previously speculated. The discovery helps scientists better understand the consequences of ocean acidification in a time when modern oceans acidify from increased carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Number 8. Proxima Centauri b. We knew of about 450 planets outside our solar system when the decade started. That number has now bloomed to over 4,000. The most significant of all was the discovery, at a distance of 4.2 light-years from Earth, of Proxima Centauri b in 2016, the nearest known exoplanet. To know more about the Higgs Boson on our list, stay tuned. Proxima Centauri b is an exoplanet orbiting the red dwarf star Proxima Centauri, the nearest star to the Sun, and part of a triple solar system in the habitable zone. In the constellation Centaurus, it is approximately 4.2 light-years from Earth, making it and Proxima c the nearest known exoplanets to the solar system. Number 7. Ancient art. Discoveries from around the world have reinforced that art, or at least doodling, was an older and more global phenomenon than once thought. In 2014, researchers showed that hand stencils and a pig deer painting was at least 39,000 years old in the Maros cave sites of Sulawesi, making them as old as the oldest cave paintings in Europe. Then, in 2018, researchers revealed the discovery in Borneo of cave art that is between 40,000 and 52,000 years old, moving the roots of figurative painting back even further. And in South Africa, another 2018 finding, a stone flake that was cross-hatched some 73,000 years ago, may well be the world's oldest doodle. Advanced cultures flourished in Mesopotamia, Egypt, Greece, Sumeria, Akkadian, Mexico, Rome, Japan, China, and India between around 5000 BC and 300 AD. In these growing communities, art has played an important role by offering a way to impose religious and political order. For example, the Code of Hammurabi, a set of laws carved in stone and adorned by an image of King Hammurabi and the Mesopotamian god Shamash, is one of the most famous artworks from ancient Mesopotamia, also called the cradle of civilization. Likewise, along with texts that tells stories and exalts kings, gods, and goddesses, the sculpture of ancient Egypt contains symbolic imagery. Although prehistoric humans made art as far back as 40,000 years ago, ancient art is considered by some to be the foundation of all of art history, with its techniques, forms, and subject matter continuing to inform the art of today. In 2016, researchers announced that a French cave contained bizarre circles of stalagmites set up about 176,000 years ago. If cave bears didn't somehow make them, the circle's age suggests yet more Neanderthal handiwork. Number 6. Commercial space flights. As the SpaceX Dragon Resilience crew launched in November, 4 astronauts were shuttled up to the International Space Station for much more than that. The launch marked the first successful delivery of NASA astronauts to a high-tech lab floating in space by a commercial entity. A few months ago, another first was reached by the space program. When the newest Mars rover Perseverance launched in July, it became the first rover powered entirely by American-made plutonium. The United States stopped producing plutonium-238 in 1988. The U.S. has used its arsenal and replaced it with purchases from Russia in the years since, but the arrangement was broken in 2010. As a result, the Obama administration and NASA signed an agreement in 2012 with the Energy Department to restart the production of plutonium-238 using NASA funds. Perseverance's successful launch was the biggest achievement in the $15 million per year program yet. Tell us in the comments, would you enjoy a honeymoon on the moon? Number 5. New type of particle. A type of 4-quark particle never before seen was observed by scientists working on the LHCb collaboration at CERN. The observation is likely to be the first of a class of particles previously undiscovered. The research will allow physicists to better understand the complex ways in which quarks bind together into composite particles, such as the ubiquitous protons and neutrons found within the atomic nuclei. Particles made up of 4 quarks are already exotic, and the one we have just discovered is the first to be made up of 4 heavy quarks of the same type, specifically 2 charm quarks and 2 charm antiquarks, said Giovanni Pasaleva, head of the LHCb collaboration. Number 4. Phosphine on Venus. A team of astronomers confirmed on September 14th that they had found a chemical phosphine fingerprint in Venus's atmosphere. This compound was discovered near microbes on Earth, and some people argued that it may be a biosignature, an indicator that maybe some sort of life in the high clouds of Venus could withstand the extreme atmosphere of the planet. Using the James Clerk Maxwell Telescope in Hawaii and the Atacama Large Millimeter Submillimeter Array in Chile, astronomers observed the chemical phosphine signature. Perplexed researchers observed the amounts of phosphine because Venus, like Earth, has several molecules with oxygen in them, which should easily kill phosphine. Earth's atmosphere contains small amounts of phosphine, which may be produced by life. Phosphine on Venus generated buzz that the planet, often succinctly touted as a hellscape, could somehow harbor life within its acidic clouds. Skeptics are wary of making the signs of life connection, but the discovery nevertheless fascinated people around the world. Number 3. Comet Neowise. C2020 F3, or Comet Neowise, is a long-period comet with a near-parabolic orbit discovered on March 27, 2020 by astronomers during the Neowise mission of the Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer Space Telescope. In the weeks that followed, Comet Neowise was discovered by NASA's Neowise mission and dazzled spectators on Earth in March 2020. On July 3rd, the icy comet made its closest approach to the Sun and survived the encounter, allowing skywatchers to marvel at its dazzling tail as it returned to the outer solar system. For another 6,800 years, Comet Neowise won't be back. In addition to making it more beautiful, the comet's brightness allowed astronomers to collect high-quality data on the object. NASA officials said that the last comet to put on such an impressive show was Hale-Bopp in 1997. Number 2. Higgs Boson. The Higgs boson is an elementary particle created by the quantum excitation of the Higgs field in the Standard Model of Particle Physics, one of the fields of the theory of particle physics. It is named after physicist Peter Higgs, who proposed the Higgs mechanism in 1964, along with 5 other scientists, to understand why certain particles have mass. It took 4 years, thousands of people, and the world's largest computer, but the discovery of the Higgs boson was confirmed by particle physicists at CERN in 2012. The particle helps to understand why mass is present in all other particles in the universe, and its discovery has completed the traditional particle physics model. On December 10, 2013, 2 of the physicists, Peter Higgs and François Englert, were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics for their theoretical predictions. Number 1. COVID-19 Vaccine. When we hear the name COVID-19, it reminds us of all the problems in our life because this virus, which originated from China, infected the whole world. A vaccination against COVID-19 is a vaccine designed to provide acquired immunity to COVID-19. Work on developing a vaccine against coronavirus diseases SARS and MERS had developed knowledge about the structure and function of coronaviruses prior to COVID-19 pandemic. This knowledge allowed for accelerated development of varied technology platforms for a COVID-19 vaccine during early 2020. Did you like our list? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more informative content like this, and let us know in the comments below which discoveries made your mind a bit more curious about the universe.